I value the most in partnership when a customer and us as a company, we solve a common problem, and often this takes time, and so loyalty is and determination is a very important part of being partners in technology especially. I think most modern IT companies are living in the enterprise software world rather than in the cognitive digital blockchain world. Is a completely different technology because it has the power of many brains rather than just the design of one. I think that technology will be one of the most not only is it innovating our life, but it's also a responsibility to protect people's identity and their information and their assets. So the next era will be responsibility, not just social and or productivity. Technology is like art. You're developing something that takes a form of its own, and there are many failure steps. And it's not that you fail in technology, it's how you learn to succeed from that failure. But failure is constant. I appreciate three kinds of the mindset of people. There are people which like to do things right, and I appreciate them because without them we can't operate every day. But I have a different appreciation for those people who want to do things better, always raising the bar. And the last group, which is a group that I come from, which is the do it different group. I have a big appreciation also for the people who live in the future. What inspires me in people is when they give me, when they bring challenges to make the world a better place. I find that very inspiring. And I find people in general want to bring the world to a better place. So for me, the majority of people are very inspiring just by the fact that we live today like we live. This is because of people. So that's inspiration. But what I find the most inspiring of people is innovation that is only focused on making the world a better place, but that they accept that this is a violent exercise, but it's positive violence, not negative violence. Well, I think one should always be in a constant state of dissatisfaction. And in addition to being in a constant state of dissatisfaction, they should also be raising the bar when they fail. Not when they succeed, but when they fail is the most important time. Because raising the bar when you succeed is easy, but when you fail and you raise the bar, you have a chance to succeed. And the last thing is to be uncomfortable. When we are uncomfortable, our minds work at their best, not at any other point. So it's important to be uncomfortable. I believe it depends on the positive violence of the team, because the best energy comes from when people are passionate. And if you think to your greatest moments in sports or in any achievement with others, it has positive violence in it. And we are at our best when we are surrounded with that. So I encourage that in people. Positive violence is a multi-dimensional term. It's quantum in its math, because violence by itself is undetermined and can be seen as negative. What makes violence good or bad is whether the act is for the good of people or the bad. And so I find and I encourage teams to be themselves. Professionalism, I think one should always consider this, but that innovators are often positively violent and different people. The thing I remember the most is when people told me I was crazy and that my idea would never work. And in the beginning, I would think maybe they're right. But today, I have a belief. When I have a new idea and a new invention, like you saw today, when somebody tells me it'll never work, for me it's a sign that it will be in the future. My most passionate thing is to help children. So to be able to fund initiatives to stop human trafficking and the abuse of children. And this is every year for Christmas or the holidays. This is what I try to make sure I finish my year by protecting some children in the world.